Okay, now that you have NinjaTrader and data all set up, now we need to add instruments, meaning what is it you want to trade? What charts are you wanting to look at? Maybe you're trading Forex, maybe you're trading stock, maybe you're trading futures, maybe you're a Nadex trader, okay, and you're trading binaries or spreads with Nadex. So what is it that you are wanting to trade? All right, so what you'll do, very simple, you go right here to Tools, and you'll go Instrument Manager, okay, and this will pop up. Let's say, for example, that you want to trade some Forex pairs. Say you want to trade the pound dollar, okay. What you can do is type USD, okay, and hit search. All right, USD is US dollar. Okay, notice it pulls up all these different options: USD CAD, USD franc, all these different ones. Okay, so let's just say that you're looking for, let's say you want the USD CAD. All right, that's the US dollar against the Canadian dollar. All right, and that is one of the options on Nadex as well. So let's just say, for example, that you wanted that one, and you would click that, double click it, and this will open up here. What you want to do is make sure right here this session template says default 24/7. There's all kind of different options here, but if you just scroll down here and choose default 24/7 and hit OK, then right here, you don't need this for Forex pairs, but notice how this says default and 316. See this arrow? If you just click that arrow, because you've already got this selected, you've got US CAD selected, all right, you did the 24/7, just click the arrow. Boom, and it puts it right here in your default list. See that? All right, let's say that you want to trade the the euro yen. So you can just put euro right here and do search, and it'll bring up all the euro pairs. So you want euro pound, or right there, euro yen. Just double click it, make sure this is 24/7, okay, and then hit OK. And then again, just click the arrow and it will pop it over there. Okay, so you can go through and add in whatever currency pairs you want and put them in there. Now let's say that you want to trade the, let's say that you want to trade the NASDAQ. Okay, well, the symbol for NASDAQ is NQ. All right, I'll show you where you can get some of these symbols, but let's just say you're not too sure. So you can just do a description search, okay, and just type in whatever you know about the description of what you're wanting to trade and do a search. All right, and it'll pull up some stuff for you there. All right, NQ right here is the NASDAQ. Now, when you're trading these FX pairs, that's FX, that's Forex, foreign currency. When you're trading futures contract, okay, these are contracts in the future. These are future delivery contracts. So you'll see right there, NQ futures, double click it just like before, it's going to pop up. Same thing right here, session template, you want to make it 24/7 and hit OK. Now again, it will pop up a contract month here for you. You don't want to go in and change that contract month when you're setting up a brand new instrument list here. You simply just click the arrow and it'll pop it over there. Okay, let's just say you want to trade oil. All right, right here, CL is the oil futures contract. Double click that, make sure it's 24/7, hit OK. It'll automatically pop in the contract month there, the current contract month, and you just click the arrow and it brings it over there. Okay, and then once you set up the instruments you want like that, you just simply hit OK, and that's it. Right now, if you went back to the instrument manager, you'll see that all those are in there. Let's say that you accidentally put one in here that you didn't want. How do you get rid of it? You simply just highlight it and click the arrow. You click this arrow to put it on. You just click this right arrow to take it off. See, it came off, and you just hit OK, and it's saved again. All right, now with futures contracts, there's what's called rollovers. Okay, and with rollovers, what rollovers mean is on a futures contract, this is the current contract month. Okay, like right now as I'm making this video, it's February 2nd, 2016. And right now we're trading the March 2016 oil contract. But at some point, this will switch over to a new contract. So when you get notification of a rollover, and we normally will send these notifications out, you'll see posts on the website, you'll see, posts on, in the rooms. We also send some things out by Twitter. And we also have a message center inside of NinjaTrader. When you open up NinjaTrader, some messages will pop up and we'll let you know when rollovers are coming. All right, it'll say, hey, make sure to roll over on this date. Well, how do you roll over? If you get a message from us saying, hey, oil's going to roll over to 416, what do you do when you get that message? Well, all you got to do is go into NinjaTrader, and when it tells you, hey, roll over on this date, you just go up here to Tools, Instrument Manager. You just simply select this, and then you will right click to take it off, and then immediately just left click to add it right back on. And what will happen is it will automatically adjust that date for you. Okay, as an example, let's say that I still had this on 216. Okay, whoops, let's just say I still had oil on 216 and I had saved that in my instrument manager. Okay, so instrument manager right here. So I've got oil is 216, but we're currently on the 316 contract, or you get a rollover notice saying, hey, you need to roll it over. Watch this. All I do is just highlight it, right click to take it off. As soon as I take it off, it automatically adjusts to what contract month I need, and I just left click and add it right back on, and it updates it. So when you get a notice saying, hey, you need to roll this over, don't freak out and, oh my gosh, what do I do? How do I roll over contracts? That's literally all you do. Is you find whatever you have in there, you take it out, you add it right back in, and it will fix the month for you. And then you just hit OK, and it is saved. Now, down the road, as you dig into NinjaTrader a little more, you may set up what's called workspaces. Workspaces, what that is let's say you open up a oil chart and a euro dollar chart and a Dow chart and a, dollar yen chart. These are the four things you trade all the time. But instead of having to open new charts every time, you can open those four charts, save them as a workspace and name it, name it My Trades or whatever. And then when you go into Ninja, you can open up a workspace and find the one you named, and it'll open up all four of those charts for you with all the settings you saved and all the indicators you saved when you made the workspace. It saves you a lot of time, but that's something to dig into down the road. But just make sure that if you get a rollover notice and you roll over your instruments in here, that you go into your workspace and change it, because for example, if it was on oil 216, that would be the chart you have saved in your workspace. But now that your instrument is changing to 316 and you no longer have 216 in here, when Ninja tries to open the workspace with that old contract, it's going to freeze up and cause some issues. So when you go in and you roll this over, make sure you change your saved workspace, the chart in your saved workspace, to that most updated contract month as well. Okay? So that's how you set up the default instruments in NinjaTrader. Now, if you hop on over to the Apex Investing site, here under the Elite Education tab, down here you'll see helpful links. Right here you will see future symbol and month codes. Okay, if you click this is just a couple of shortcuts for you here just to give you an idea. So if you're wondering, hey, how do I find those symbols? What are the symbols to easily look up those instruments? Okay, what is the Wall Street 30? Well, that's the E-mini Dow futures, like if you want to trade the Dow. Or what is the US 500 on Nadex, for example? Well, that's the CME, the E-mini S&P 500. The symbol is ES, and these are the different contract months that it's traded. Okay, like for example, the US indices like the Dow, the S&P, the NASDAQ, and the Russell, those are every 3 months. Okay, every 3 or 4 months. Quarterly, you've got oil, it's every single month. This kind of shows you here some information about the name, the symbols, and the contract months. Okay, if you also check out this link here, let's go back. But also under helpful links here, you can go down, you see right here future contract specs table 1, table 2. If you just click on one of those, it'll bring you to this page here and just kind of breaks down for you how futures contracts work. Okay, this is not Nadex spreads or binaries, but shows you how futures contracts work. Shows you the name of the future, the symbol, how it ticks, and each tick is worth $5. Okay, it shows you how each one ticks. Some of them tick differently, walks through all the different futures out there, ags, foreign markets, interest rates, so on. Just some helpful information there for you to help you understand how these work, the contract months and the codes. And what do I mean by codes? Well, right here, for example, the NASDAQ. The code is NQ. Well, why do you need to know that? Well, let's take a look here. If you were over here and you were looking at your instrument manager, well, let's say, okay, I know I want to trade the NASDAQ. I have no idea what code is, but I find NASDAQ, oh, NQ, there we go. So I select it, make sure it's 24/7, hit OK, and I add it. It saves it as NQ. Well, if I'm brand new and don't know what that is, what is NQ? Well, that's NASDAQ. Okay, so you'll get familiar with those, but that's just a helpful link for you there to help know what those are. Okay, if you are a Nadex trader, right here under free tools, you go to the scanners. This is where we have the Nadex scanners, and you'll see this section over here, Nadex rollover calendar. Okay, if you're a Nadex trader, you'll have to sign in here, and you'll be able to get access to a calendar showing you ahead of time the rollover schedule for Nadex. Okay, and you just go right here to Nadex information, and you'll be able to see the calendar of corn's rolling over this date, copper, and so on. Now, sometimes Nadex will roll over a couple of days before the actual futures contracts roll over. So if you're a Nadex trader, you need to follow the Nadex schedule. And once again, we post these, you'll see them in the room, you'll see them pop up on the message center in Nadex. Okay, as well as futures, we'll let you know as well and make announcement of when to roll those over. But very, very easy to set those up and very easy to roll them over.